If you can't believe the price of gas these days, you must not have Upside. Upside is a free app that earns you real cash back on every gallon of gas you buy. You can earn up to 25 cents per gallon at over 30,000 stations nationwide, and it adds up quickly. Frequent Upside users earn an average of $340 per year just for adding Upside to their routine. Download the free Upside app to get cash back every time you fill your tank. Use code RSG25 to earn an extra 25 cents off per gallon on your first fill up. That's code RSG25. Let's talk about Lyft, Lux, sunsetting, and extra comfort. Let's talk about the fares. Now we have some knowledge about what the fares are going to be looking like, especially since it's been out because they announced it a little over a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago, I believe at this point now. Where it's starting to roll out, it's starting to sunset, it's in between. So some markets will have it, some don't. There's some weird changes and stuff. So it'll roll out. Lux drivers, you're not going to be happy. Regular drivers who now qualify for extra comfort, like Sergio, and if they bring it to my area, myself, we're going to like it. Now, the other side of the coin, if we had Lyft Black here, I should qualify for it because I have a black car, I have leather seats, I have, extra comfort.
No, you could
Lyft Black
qualify
XL.
for Lyft Black XL. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's
but unfortunately, we don't have
lifestyle.
these premier services in our area.
Well,
but I do think they say extra comfort is only going to be in certain markets, but I really think they're going to expand to wherever Uber Comfort is, which is pretty much in every market. So
70%.
I think it's going to happen for all markets. Don't quote me on that yet, but
on Halloween, Chris, on Saturday, 70% of my pings were extra comfort.
Oh, nice.
And the ping is coming in as comfort, but you can, and literally 70% were comfort. And I'm going like, shit, they may have cracked the code, but they created a very, very large crowd of unhappy drivers because they all invested in high-end cars to do Lyft Lux, and they got their feet chopped off now. They literally have. And if your car that you bought, let's say you bought a Tesla Model Y for 50 grand to do Lyft Lux, and it's not black, and you're screwed. Meanwhile, a Corolla, 2019 Corolla, is on the extra comfort platform. Now you have to drop from Lux with a Tesla Model Y to do regular or comfort trips, which are nowhere near paying what Lux was paying. Now,
let's take a look at the rates between all three.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this is, the Lux rates are before Lux was eradicated or gotten rid of. So this is from my app again. Now, this is the funny thing. In the Lyft app, there's still a rate card, Chris. Isn't upfront fares without a rate card?
I don't know.
These are from my app from like a couple days ago. I'm like, why is there a rate card if there's no rate card?
I don't know, but I like the rate card, and I think what we should be doing is looking at the trips that we've all been taking and look at our rate cards and see what the difference is. Because if they have the rate card there and you're getting paid under, wouldn't that cause some sort of issue?
Yeah.
Where maybe you should actually be getting reimbursed.
I think most trips are paying under.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Shouldn't it equate out to what you're getting, what you should actually get paid? Because of the rate card? Because I thought the rate card actually supersedes upfront fares.
I guess, but
unless
what's
going
to happen now is that there's a screenshot of it in the inner web. Here they are. This is from my app. So before upfront fares, that was my rate card in LA, and still is 262 people. You're seeing that minimum rate correctly. 80 cents a mile and 13 cents a minute was my mile and minute rates. Then on the right side is the Lux rates. Okay, 375 base charge. Look at the difference, Chris. $1.81 a mile and 30 cents per minute with a minimum of 675. So the minimum is more than twice my minimum on regular standard Lyft. Per mile is literally double and a half, almost, right? And per minute is more than double, right? And that was Lyft Lux, and that's why people buying these high-end cars, getting under car notes and with payments and shit. Now they died because the one in the middle is extra comfort, as you guys can see. And look at those pitiful rates, Chris. This is LA rates, by the way. This is LA rates. Everybody's rates are going to be different. but the haircut you're getting
Look up in
from
your Lyft app, and you'll
uh,
see.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, you're getting a base charge of 79 cents, so that's $3 less than
yeah,
Lux, and
yeah,
obviously 79 cents more than Uber. I mean,
yeah,
than regular.
yeah,
The per mile is 95 cents, which is just about.
half,
It's actually it's not
half,
half, but it's a little
almost,
less. So it's like
yeah,
48%,
40%. Yeah,
45%.
yeah,
So 95 cents to $1.81, but it's still 15 cents more than the 80 cents. So
yeah, yeah,
again, if you now if you're that Corolla owner and you qualify and
yeah,
you start seeing these comfort, you're gonna like it. You're gonna be like, oh,
yeah,
this is a nice little boost.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
you're a Lux
From
driver, whew, you're gonna
yeah,
hate it. Same thing
and
with the
then
per minute, 15
yeah,
cents versus 30. So that's half of what the Lux was, and it's only 2 cents more a minute for regular over. So
yeah,
yeah, that's a huge thing. One thing to note too that we didn't talk about is the maximum rates.
yeah.
Make sure you pay attention to that. Most rides
Yes,
will not
please.
never hit that maximum rate, but just
Yeah,
pay attention because they
yeah,
will not pay you for anything over the maximum.
yeah,
They have implemented something where a ride cannot actually exceed the minimum, or I'm sorry, the maximum thresholds. They won't
yeah,
allow it to complete.
yeah.
There are ways around that. I'm not going to talk about that, but I don't
Oh,
want to give people that idea on how
oh,
or what to do. But
yeah,
just pay attention to those types of things. So if you
yeah.
think that it's going to start hitting that max point, just pay attention because you don't want to start driving for free at that point.
Yeah, from Lux to Extra Comfort is about a 40% haircut. Okay, with time is 50% haircut. With distance is about 40%. However, like Chris said, if you were just basic standard, 80 to 95 cents is about a 20% increase in mileage or distance. Again, we're saying distance, but Lyft and
Yep.
Uber say there is no time and distance. So I'm going like we're just going with the rate cards. This is literally like a couple days ago from my app, and it's all on your apps. I don't know why they left it there, but anyway, and the time wise is about 10% more. So if you're doing standard, then you're going to get comfort. You're going to like it. You're going to do 10 to 15, maybe somewhere more, and it's just exactly like again the copy of Uber Comfort, right? Uber Comfort pays about 8 to 12% more than regular X. So they created this category, but if you're a Lyft Lux driver specifically, or only Lyft Lux driver, I mean, I don't know. I feel bad. I mean, 40% is huge. It's a huge haircut. And why would anybody with a Tesla or whatever, a nice car, BMW or whatever, drop down and do standard and comfort now from the rates that they were getting? Now, the
Hmm.
lucky ones who drive black cars can move up now, which I'm hearing is working a lot better, to Lux Black, which pays even more than Lux, obviously, if the car is black. But if the car was not black, you're going to be forced to do standard and extra comfort with your high-end car. And I know you're not going to like it. I mean, these are garbage fares. And but look, there is a customer for Lux. There was a customer base, high-end customer base for Lux. When they ordered Lyft Lux, they knew they were going to get a nice car. Now a Corolla is going to show up, or a Sentra is going to show up, Nissan. They're not going to like it, right? So they may pay a little bit more. A little bit more is not that much. Move to Lux Black. So who next time, if you're going to do, again, you have no control in this. Okay, I'm not suggesting that or recommending that. But if you're going to go buy a car now to do high-end stuff on Uber and Lyft, make sure it's black. Then you can do Lux Black. Like
Yep.
if you bought a $50,000 white Tesla versus a $50,000 black Tesla, you can move up to do Lux Black now and you have no worries. But the guy with the white Tesla, which I know Kyle has one, is now forced to do standard and comfort, which is 40% to 50%
Well,
less
you know
than
what?
that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you have that one thing though that you could
Rapid.
potentially, you could wrap your car and make it black.
That's
It's
expensive.
possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some wraps are, but I mean, you could do what is that, Hydro Dip? You could do a couple of things where it's less expensive, and then when you want to take it off, you just peel it off. It'll also protect the paint and protect the car, the exterior.
I don't
So
know how Lyft
there
looks
are
like
things you
that.
could potentially do where you don't have to get a new car. So if you are in Lux, you just got to make sure. But the other thing too is If you qualified for Lux and you don't have leather seats, that you can't really change. As
I
long as
mean,
you have leather seats and your car is black, well, then you could potentially, put in a new car and say, "Hey, my car is now black," and qualify. That could be an easier fix, a little bit more cost effective.
but overall, it's a big hit.
So
Chris. It's a big hit.
yeah,
It's a huge
overall, it's a big hit for
big
if
hit.
you're Lux only.
Yeah.
But if you can try to get to Lux Black by doing something to your exterior and making it black, hey, try it.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
But
you may have to take a hit when it comes to making your vehicle black, but you're still going to get the higher end, and
yeah,
Lyft Black does pay better than Lux did.
yeah,
So
for sure.
there's that
So we'll
good
see.
stuff there.
Now I understand
Same.
why a lot of Lux drivers are up in arms and they're pissed. I mean,
Yep.
there's a huge community that's pissed.
Hmm.
And and I do understand it. I mean, look where they are. 40% haircut overnight, literally. Like, again, it goes to show you have no control. Don't go buy a new car to do rideshare, people. Don't. The biggest mistake you can make. Don't. Okay, there you go.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.